Hey everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here, and welcome to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time, we took on the Team Rocket hideout in Celadon City and found out that we need a Silph in order to check out the Ghost Tower of Lavender. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Because there's some stuff going on here. We know we can't see the ghosts, and we can't go in. Oh, I forgot to do this off screen. Cause I already did it once. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then that'll be that's embarrassing. Well, Charmeleon did go to level 35 in the process. I forgot to do this battle on my, other playthrough, I guess. Okay, but with that taken care of, I also realized I don't have repels, unfortunately. But that's okay, because it's gonna be a day of ghosts, I guess. Get another escape rope. And it's going to take you on. Ugh! Ah! Hoo-hoo! Grah! And you type. You guys can finally see some ghost types in Pokemon Yellow. Ghastly! One of 3 ghost types, and the start of the only evolutionary line in the game for ghost types. Not really. I mean, I don't really know why they did that. I don't know why they only created 1 line of ghost types. So 3 total. Which means there is definitely a strongest ghost type, that being Ghastly's final form of Gengar, but yeah, I don't really know why they did that, unless they wanted ghosts to be revered and kind of rare. Chandler wants to fight. Chandler Bing! Little Friends reference. Again, you can do these people sooner though than later. So their levels are probably going to be, if you do it now, they're going to be a little bit on the weaker side. If you do it earlier, they are a good source of training. Kiki-kiki-qua. Some of these people will make no sense. But kind of like nowadays, well actually, yes and no. There's a hitting Ghastly with a ground type move. You won't see that every day. Because Ghastly and its evolved form Haunter also have a Levitate, just like how Coughing does. Unfortunately, Gengar lost that ability. So, you can hit Gengar with Dig nowadays. Kind of like how you could in Gen 1 and 2. And then 3 through 6, you could not. We only have a couple of digs though, so we really have to make it last. Now I'm kind of hoping to get Charmeleon up to that final level, if you know what I mean. A bunch of Ghastlies though. It won't be very varied, I guess, if you want to say that. There are some interesting items in here though, like an elixir, which does heal power points, kind of like the ether, but it does more than 10, it does max. An awakening, just in case you get hit with one of the many hypnosises. And this is also your chance to capture a Ghastly if you want to. The Ghastly line is Ghost and Poison type, so it is weak to Psychic, unfortunately. It's one of the many Poison types in this game. And there's also not that many good Ghost moves, besides Confuse Ray, Lick, and Nightshade. Confuse Ray confuses the opponent. Nightshade is just like Seismic Toss, it does set damage based on the user's level. So if you're level 21, the move will do 21 set damage every time. If you're level 50, it will do 50 damage. Level 100, 100 damage. That's why a lot of people competitive would run 404 hit point substitute Mons. So the substitute will have 101 hit points. You can't break it with one Seismic Toss or Nightshade. And then you got Lick, which is a 20 power ghost type move that can cause paralysis. Ghost is a physical stat, by the way, in this game. And Lick is the only damage dealing one that can do super effective damage. Which means Stab makes it 30. Super effective makes it 60 at most off your physical attack. which is not what the Ghastly line does. The Ghastly line is a special attacking Pokemon. Mega Drain, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Thunder. I mean, you can give it Nightshade, but yeah. I mean, do I recommend it? Sure, it's fast and it can hit hard. It even gets the powerful Explosion. Despite being a physical move, it is 170 power in this game and cuts the opponent's defense in half, effectively making it a 340 base power normal type move. So that's not bad, but I mean, you're sacrificing your Pokemon. Obviously, it's one of the few users of Hypnosis and Dream Eater, which in a game where you can switch out your Pokemon, you would rather run Psychic instead of running 2 moves, or Hypnosis and not depend on Dream Eater for damage and healing, especially when you do have Mega Drain, which can cover your weakness of ground. And also, we'll see it again later on, but there is a glitch because we all know Gen 1 is held together by duct tape and a dream, pretty much. Ghost Pokemon, as you know nowadays, are super effective against Psychic types. That was supposed to be the case, especially if you watch the anime. Ash went to Lavender Town to capture a Ghost-type Pokemon in order to beat Sabrina, who was beating him bad. Well, in this game, Psychic is immune to Ghost. Thanks, Game Freak. So yeah, you can't even, and I mean, even if it wasn't, keep in mind, you're part Poison type. I don't know why they made it part Poison type, besides the fact that it's a gaseous Pokemon, but it would have been great to just have a pure Ghost line. We didn't need Ghost and Poison. Some Ghastly in here, as you see right now, are level 25. That's great, because if you capture a Ghastly at that level, it's only 1 level until you evolve it into Haunter. And Haunter is one of the Trade Evolution Pokemon, into Gengar. So that Ghastly right there, level 25. Well, not this one. But that Ghastly right there, the last one, that was level 25. If I caught it, gave it a rare candy, and then traded it and traded it back, I could have a level 26 Gengar. Just like that. Which means you also could have done this before you fought Erica. And Haunter and Gengar would do great against the grass and poison types of that gym. They can't be poisoned, but they can, they resist grass, so it's not bad. You just have to know how to use it, know when to walk away, and know when to run, pretty much. One good thing about this area, let me battle this person up here real quick. Not required, so I'm not going to show it, but you shall join us. No! We just used our last dig. Is this going to get us a level? It is. Charmeleon grew to level 36. Special stat of 64. And we all know what happens when most starters hit level 36. What a nightmare. Wonder if that's a reference to Nightmare becoming a move in the next generation. Charmeleon is evolving. Charmeleon has evolved into Charizard. Yes, despite all of my grief about Charizard and Typhlosion, and which one's better, and Typhlosion's just a clone, and Charizard gets all the attention, I've left comment after comment after comment in comment sections across different platforms about Charizard being overly utilized. But honestly though, it's Generation 1. Charizard's one of the best fire types in the game, plus it's a flying type, which means we can actually give it Fly. I will figure out what move to give it, but when we're done with this, we'll go ahead and do just that. Alright, I say we use Nidoking now, because Nidoking needs some experience. You can, this is not a trainer, but this right here is why you don't need to heal in here. Enter the Purified Protected Zone. Opponent fully healed. PP status, HP included. If you want to skip, then, oh, why? Oh! Here you go. This is Haunter. You can actually find Wild Haunter. If you want to look for a Haunter, you can. It's level 22, so you could actually get a level 22 Gengar. Let's beat it real quick. Nidoking doesn't know a ground move, unfortunately. Ouch. Not too good. Can we beat you finally? Critical hit? Just don't confuse me. I'll take it. And there we go. This should get us some decent experience. Maybe 400. Hey, I was close. You can do this though. Go the quick way around. I think you would dodge and train at that. But this version also has a Haunter. Hopefully we can just Thunderbolt it. Most of the people in here will know 3 moves. Confuse Ray, Nightshade, actually 4 moves. Confuse Ray, Nightshade, Lick, Hypnosis. That is the basic moveset of a Ghastly and a Haunter in this stage. You're gonna be met with Paralysis, Leaf, and some set damage. So, just as Paul would say, keep hammering away and all these ghost Pokemon will fall over. Nidoking hit level 31. Funny enough, our hit points were 96, and that Ghastly was level 24. They could have exactly 4-hit KO'd us. There's level 27 Haunter in here. You could get easily a level 27 Gengar right from the get-go. Ooh, this is confusing right here we go. I mean, the experience won't be bad. We'll get about 500 experience for this one. If we don't attack ourselves. And don't get paralyzed. Alright, I said 500. 46. Now, these are Price is Right rules. I would have lost twice in a row. But still, not bad. And a Nugget, which is great. A Nugget in both those past couple areas. We just beat another Trans Haunter. Getting some good experience though. Almost 600, I think that was. I believe there's one more floor. Alright, we can fight this person to get this item down here. Give me blood. Isn't that the second mention of blood in this game? You don't really see that nowadays, even with Legend ZA. I'd have a Ghastly though. Can we Thunderbolt you? It is a 2-shot, level 22, so we'll go down to 55, then 33, then 11. So many ghost types, going from ghost to ghost. Hoping to get us a level up. Nidoking has hurt himself so many times today. And we still have another Ghastly. Finally, Pikachu goes level 33 as well after being paralyzed and confused. And we're trying Agility. This is a move that can trigger the Badge Boost. It's a move that Ash had. It raises our speed. I just don't think I want to rely on Badge Boosting too often, depending on what the Pokemon is. I like having Thunderbolt. I like Submission. It's kind of like my version of Iron Tail. I have quick attack and I can do automatic paralysis with Thunder Wave. I think I'm happy with that. Pikachu's moveset, I think, might be done actually. And we'll go down here. An X accuracy. Obviously, we're gonna sell that. More trainers though. Kind of reminds me of Kiyomi and Totoke, Ganondorf's parents, or something like that, from Ocarina of Time. Good game, by the way. That was my first Zelda game. First Zelda game I ever beat too. Alright, we are almost done here. It's like I almost said Jackie Chan. It's like funny. What's his name? Michael Jackson. Kiki Palmer. Aha. Reference. Alright. We got one last trainer here. Ugh, come on! Are these people like having exorcisms or what? One last Pokemon and it's another Ghastly. Level 24, one level away from evolving. Funny thing is, this Ghastly is one level away from evolving. Just wait till you see the next item that we get. Alright. And Nidoking hits level 32. Awesome. Defeated the Chandler. Something fell out. Funny thing is, this is a blocked path. You have to pick up this item in order to proceed. So I guess this might be the first time in Pokemon history. Well, it's the first game, first type of game too. But the maybe the only time in Pokemon history that this is a required item you have to get. That's not like a hidden machine or a key item. Rare candy. You could have a Haunter, but nope, I took it instead. You lose. Now, that is it. Before we go any further though, I gotta see if I can find something real quick. Found it. A rare encounter in here on the near top floor. You can actually find Cubone. This is level 22. They can be, I think, different levels as well. It's a ground type though. Let's not knock it out, obviously. Let's double kick it. No crit, please, Nidoking. Well, you didn't listen, but at least it's not going to OHKO it. It does have Bone Club, which is a pretty good ground type move, honestly. And let's go ahead and catch it. There we go, we caught Cubone. If you recall, we needed a Cubone for someone up near Cerulean City, so we'll go see them here in a minute. But, now with that, if you did come up here before getting the self-scope, you will notice something kinda odd. There's something here that you can't get past. Be gone, intruders! Ghost appeared. Self-scope unveiled the ghost identity. It's a wild male rat. This is level 30. It is a ground type, not a ghost type, not a grounding ghost type. We'll go ahead and Mega Drain. You cannot capture this male rat either, by the way. Despite it being a pretty good encounter, you can't capture it. You're wasting your Pokeballs. So just go ahead and knock it out with a water type or a grass type. It is going to be good against your ghost type if you caught one, because they are weak to ground. And there you go. The ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. Yeah, that was the Melrack that your rival was trying to find, actually. It's already been dead for some time. If you guys remember the cutscene from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, yeah, they did it a lot of justice in that game. Alright. We're up here on the top floor, though. We still are looking for Mr. Fuji, by the way. He wasn't in his cabin, which I don't think we, I guess, looked ourselves, but yeah, you're trying to find someone, by the way. Let's go with Pikachu. I have a feeling. Well, that's not really what I was waiting for. Stop right there. Oh no, it's Team Rocket. Grandpa here wanted to complain, so we're setting him straight. Surrender yourself invisible. Prepare to fight. I don't know who says who. Who says what? What says who? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. But Team Rocket, though, does start off with the Meowth of a 27 normal type. And we have our Pikachu, just some mission going down. Nice hit with that 55 base attack. And surprise! This is canonically after the Dig Those Diglets episode. So Ekans has evolved into Arbok, level 27, poison type. It's not, honestly, I've never really been a big fan of Arbok. It has poison sting. We're this far into the game and they have Poison Sting, 15 base power, 22.5 a stab. But yeah, I've never really, honestly, I've never been a big fan of Arbok. I've only used Arbok twice. Oh, and also, James's Coughing has evolved into Weezing, level 27, pure poison type. I love Weezing a lot more than Arbok. But, I'll say this, I've used Arbok twice in my life. Years ago, in a Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Nuzlocke, it died at some point. And then I used it in one of my few Violet playthroughs. And the only reason why I did that is because I found the shiny Ekans in DLC land. And I decided to go ahead and pick it up and use it. And I kept it for the whole playthrough. Glare, Fire Fang, Gunk Shot, Coil. I think I had Earthquake or Crunch at one point. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was a shiny with Intimidate, so it's not too bad. Alright, we gotta go up here. We are poisoned. Oh, come on. I want to talk to the old man. Huh? You came to save me? Oh, thank you. But I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother. I think Malak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon house at the foot of this tower. And I know we're still poisoned. Fire! I want to shout fire in buildings, my guy. Your Pokédex quest may fail without love for your Pokemon. Heal your Pikachu's poison. I think this may help your quest. And we get the Poké Flute. With this, you do not need to carry any type of awakenings. You don't. You can actually use this item in battle to cure sleep. So there is that. So I am going to go heal up, and then we have a couple of things to do before we end off today's episode. One thing though, before we do anything else, we can go ahead and teach our Charizard Fly. Pidgeotto served us very, very well. But it's time to put Pidgeotto in the box. We can go ahead and give our Charizard Fly. And I guess for now, even though Old School Ash has Seismic Toss on Charizard, New School Ash has Slash. I don't know why. Even though Slash is always a critical hit, I like having Dig as a Hidden Power ground type. We'll get rid of Slash. Alright, first thing we gotta do now is fly to Cerulean City. Make sure you go ahead and empty out your pack, sell some stuff if you have to, and I recommend go ahead and getting yourself some Pokeballs as well, preferably Great Balls since they are better than the Pokeball. We'll go ahead and use Cut. We still have our Doug Trio on board. Cubone might be able to cut too, I'm not too sure. We'll head on down here, and do you have Cubone? Want to trade it for Machoke? Absolutely. We'll go ahead and give her this Cubone here. And in return, we're going to get ourselves a Machoke, which is of course the evolved form of Machop. We haven't seen a Machoke yet. You can of course get Cubone, I think before you get the Self Scope because it's not a Ghost type, so you either run into Ghosts or Cubone. So you can effectively do this as soon as you hit Lavender Town. Also, if you do deposit the Self Scope and go back into Lavender, you won't be able to see the Ghost types. You have to have the Self Scope in your bag to be able to find Ghost type Pokemon. But she'll give you the Machoke, and Machoke is one of the 4 Pokemon that require trading to evolve. This trade is not for Machoke. This is for Machamp. This is the best fighting type in Generation 1 by far. It has incredible physical attacks. You get it whatever level the Cubone is. We got ours at level 22. It already has 64 attack, 40 defense, so 74 in the hit points. Absolutely incredible. Starts off with Karate Chop, Low Kick, and Lair. Submission is a TM. You can go get it. That's gonna be its best move. So, its name is Ricky. For whatever reason, it's Ricky. So yeah, that is if you want to use a fighting type, use Machoke. Use Machamp. I'll be honest, I thought about using Machamp. For the longest time, Machamp was gonna be on my team in this playthrough. But ultimately, I did decide to toss it for something else later on down the line. Alright, next you want to fly to Vermilion City. This way you can actually avoid some training. That's the way I'm trying to do, because I'm not trying to do all that right now. We're going to come on through here. We didn't actually finish the route, I believe. Come on through here. This guy's back turned. Terrible guard, if you ask me. Let's go up here real quick. Looking for Lickitung. Want to trade one for Doug Trio. Honestly, Doug Trio is better than Lickitung, but we haven't had the ability to find Lickitung yet. And honestly, Doug Trio is literally down the road. Remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. Yes, this is a second aid. If you caught 30 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an item finder. I don't believe we have 30 Pokemon yet. No, we have 21. So we'll have to come back if we want to get that item finder. It's an item that lets you find items, honestly. Isn't there an item here? Or here? Or here? Ah, Hyper Potion, there we go. But, with that Poke Flute, you can actually do the Snorlax now. There are two Snorlax. You remember the other one on the west of Celadon. These are the only two Snorlax. So as long as you capture one of them, you're good to complete the Pokedex without having to trade for Snorlax. I'm going to, I guess, use... I don't have an Ice Move on hand. So I guess we'll use Pikachu and we'll paralyze it. Obviously, we have to use the Poke Flute. Snorlax woke up. It attacked in a grumpy rage. The Juggernaut, that is Snorlax. This is level 30. It is a normal type. It is very bulky in terms of HP and has great attack stats. But it's very, very slow. It is one of the Pokemon, though, that has access to Amnesia. Oh, as it's using right now. That's basically a double Calm Mind. It raises your special stat by 2 times, effectively doubling it. It is a powerful Pokemon. Thankfully, this Snorlax does not get a crit. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine right there, then. We're gonna take a lot of damage, though. But this Snorlax, though, could be a huge powerhouse for any team. Amnesia and Solar Beam. Amnesia and Blizzard. Plus, it gets access to Rest. He's just +6. It has great normal options. If you need somebody for Psychic types, Snorlax is gonna be your guy. Or girl. It's a headbutt. Good God. Alright, come on, Snorlax. You're paralyzed and you got like 20% of your health. I don't think we have access to Ultra Balls yet, unfortunately, but nothing's wanting to work. I don't really know what else to say, though. It gets access to Body Slam, which is, oh, it does have Rest. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're not gonna go through all of this. Pikachu, I'm sorry to sacrifice you, but submission going down. And let's use, I guess, Nidoking? Now that you're asleep, can we capture you like that? There we go! A bunch of dawns, but we finally did capture it. The sleeping Pokemon. This is the Pokemon we saw on the boat. Someone showed us a picture of it. a little over 1,000 pounds at 6'11". Really anything, even if the food happens to be a little moldy and never gets an upset stomach. Alright, and before we cut this episode, we got 2 more things to do. Oh, come on, I don't want to battle no one else right now. Just blow up. But he has an electrode though, look at that smile. And there we go, okay, we took down him. Now, let's go to this house that should be just off screen. This is the house I need right now. I'm the fishing guru's brother. I simply love fishing. Do you like to fish? Grand, I like your style. Take this and fish on one. And we get the super rod. This is normally the last rod you should get in any Pokemon game, but because it's so open, we can get it right now. I am going to go heal my Pokemon, and then we're going to go ahead and fly to Pallet Town. Home, sweet home. We haven't been here in a while, but we do want to go ahead and do some fishing with our new super rod. Should be something here that we want. Not even a nibble. Let's try that again. There we go, wait for the shake. Oh, it's a bite! And there we go. Staryu is our next and 5th team member. Yeah, I thought we could do this a little sooner actually, which is why I was so excited a couple episodes back. But I realized it wasn't until a little bit after the quick attack you, probably not. But I didn't think it would be, oh, that was a mistake and a half. Attempt number 2! Oh, we didn't want level 5. Here we go. Attempt number 2. This is the Pokemon I want to capture for our 5th team member. This is actually going to complete our Water Grass Fire cores as well. And this is actually why I bought the Water Stone. Off screen, I'll of course get it trained up. And hopefully we'll actually have a pretty good moveset, as you guys will soon see in the next episode. But there we go. We have now caught our Staryu. A star-shaped Pokemon. As long as the center section is unharmed, it can grow back fully even if it's chopped to bits. That's morbid. Alright, why are you standing so close? Help! Alright, well with that, I think we'll end off here in our home actually. Next time on Pokemon Yellow, we're gonna show off our new team member and hopefully continue on. There's a lot to do now between now and our next gym battle. So I will see you guys then. Can we go to bed? We can't even go to bed. You know what, we'll play a game instead of a game. It's Inception.